In fact, the people that are not supporting him, they are way much better than us. If we are still going back to what we used to do, that we know this is not right, he brings up a problem and look for solution. He will still carry you through the process of looking for that solution and providing a solution. Because I know a lot of people have their differences with VDM, probably the way he talks, and it's a pity that so many people blames the bullet, not the person that cocked the gun, not the person that shot the gun. VDM is only fighting crime, and there is no way you can fight crime without stepping on toes. That is just one thing I like about him. He doesn't care who is in the picture. What he cares about, justice, the truth. And that is what I enjoy about him. I cannot do what VDM is doing unless I used to think, I used to say something that this guy, he behaves like cat that has 9 lives. For him to put his life on the line, we all know that freedom doesn't come free. He knows that, and yet he's always putting his life on the line. Why I'm making this video is because a lot of us, we are raising our voices, making videos, calling out GT, calling out EFCC, because we want them to release VDM. To what again? Since you've been watching VDM, since you've been listening to VDM, since you've been supporting VDM, what have you done in your own place to uphold integrity, to uphold justice, to uphold the truth, to make sure that this guy's effort is not in vain? He can't keep fighting alone. See, he cannot win alone. That's the truth. What are we doing in our places, in our secret places, in our own jurisdiction to make sure that justice is always served, to uphold integrity, to uphold the truth? What are we doing? We are more than a failure if we keep following this guy, we keep listening to him, and we are doing nothing in our own secret place to make sure we join him in the fight. In fact, the people that are not supporting him, they are way much better than us. If we are still going back to what we used to do, that we know this is not right, this is not just. A lot of us are free slaves, and many of us are educated slaves, content creators. We just want to get the traffic. We just want to say something. We just want to get that money. For VDM to disappear, and they are telling you that till so time before anybody can see him. How much more you? How many followers do you have? Apart from followers, once you're off your data, you are gone. Nobody knows anything about you. If VDM can disappear like that, how much less you? We don't see the big picture. Our freedom is being taken from us. We are just like free slaves in our own land. That is who many of us are. There is only video. It's not news. I don't care about any news anymore because I know the world. If you want to be depressed, just be watching Nigeria news. You will be depressed. For holding VDM back is wrong. But I don't want us to just keep shouting, keep talking, Yes, we want them to release VDM. But I want you to see the broad picture of this thing. It's not to point fingers. It's to sit down and say, if this thing can happen to such an influencer, such an activist, then who are you when you speak? A lot of people are spending time in the prison for what they know nothing about. A lot of people are suffering in the prison today because of one person in power that told them that I will deal with you and nobody will come to your rescue. And they are still there 10 years, 20 years, 50 years. They are suffering. Even some have died in the prison. But I just want us, while we are fighting for VDM to be released, are we fighting for him to be released to continue the one-man mopo? I know we are his supporter. All I'm saying is, let us also start doing things in our little way, in our little place, to join the fight against corruption, against injustice, against things that are not right, that shouldn't be done in such manner. That is what I am saying. It's not for us to keep shouting. Once it's released now, we will now sit back and say, he's back again, and start listening to him. You see, our government knows that most times we rant a lot. When we shout and shout and shout and shout and shout, and one thing happens, everything dies down. You know why? Because there is nothing we are doing individually to keep the progress. We only have power when we come together, we shout together. So as long as I'm shouting, you are shouting. You may not hear what I'm saying, I may not hear what you are saying, so we are good to go. But that moment where everybody starts sitting in their places and starts structuring out things to make sure that justice is always served, then we will know that we are really listening to VDM. I love VDM content. It's the only content that can keep me engaged. But I just pray. Sometimes I say, God, how do we help this guy? How do we raise voices like this guy? You may not be bold like him. You may not be confident like him, but your little effort counts. At your place of work, in your family, anywhere you find yourself, how you do things will gradually affect the whole community. The way VDM has become a statue of honor in this country, round the world, going out speaking for people. VDM gives me hope. I'm serious. Even way more than our government. There is few that speaks up like VDM. Few of them. And you see what they go through. Even VDM lawyer, have you checked his record? When they speak up, they are sent to prison. What are they saying? Free us from this bondage, this slavery that we have found ourselves. We are not fighting with you. In our own country, we are running away from our country to another country to find peace, when we are supposed to be coming to our country to have peace. But your home country is the only place where you have freedom to do a lot. Yet we are slaves in our country. We hear of millions, snakes swallowing millions, and there is nothing, you don't hear, the story will just die down. Nothing more, nothing less. We go on our businesses. We believe that one day it will change. It will not change until we start changing it from our workplace, from our home, like starting from us. When we start upholding integrity, saying the truth, holding up the truth. See, the little things that you do, it affects all of us. All I am saying is, VDM arrest is a disgrace.